3, 2, 1. Hello everybody and welcome. My name is StoneMountain64. Today I'm going to be doing a review of the new Battlefield 3 DLC Armored Kill pack that came out premium. Just got it to the Xbox, which is what I'm playing on here, if you didn't know. And I'm going to kind of do a review, have a little talk about tank superiority, the game type, and let you know what I think about it, and maybe what they can improve, or, you know, my thoughts, and see if we can get a discussion going. I want to hear what you guys think about it if you have it. If you're more interested in my Call of Duty stuff and my funny stuff, more of that is definitely to come, but let's talk about this for now since we just have so much information, so much new stuff with this new Battlefield 3 Armored Kill. I'm pumped. I've been playing it so much. It is definitely one of my favorite things that they've ever done with Battlefield 3 is this, you know, tank superiority and this vehicle expansion pack, and how, you know, now they have the gunship, which I also did kind of a tutorial on yesterday, and just all of the new vehicles and vehicle type warfare that they have, because that's one of my favorite aspects about Battlefield 3, especially when it's kind of intertwined. You know, tank superiority is more just vehicles, tanks. You're not really going to do much as a soldier unless you have RPG, C4, something like that, but I really like how they've implemented both tanks, vehicles in general, and the hand-to-hand kind of combat with knives, as well as guns, which is the kind of the main thing, like say if you play on Metro or something. Anyways, talking about tank superiority now, basically the concept of it is you start out on both sides. There's pretty much a tank or vehicle for everybody. The two different types of tanks is kind of the M1 Abrams, the actual heavy tank that you're used to seeing in, say, a Conquest type map, that type of thing, like Conquest, Operation Firestorm. There's like 3 tanks on that kind of tank. I think there's 1, maybe 2 super strong ones like that, and then the rest are the one you see me driving right now, which I actually much rather prefer. They move a little bit faster. Actually, they're kind of similar, but it seems a little more agile to me. And the guns are a little different. I got the HE cannon. I wasn't too much of a fan of that. I guess it has higher damage against other tanks, but I've noticed that the AP standard shells seem to work fine. I haven't unlocked, you know, everything yet, I don't think, but from what I'm using right now, I'm preferring the AP shells over the HE ones. And that way I get to have the secondary too, just in case they hop out. I can switch that secondary LMG type gun and finish them off, as you see me do a few times in this game. Now, I really like the simplicity of this, where everybody's going to have a tank, and they go, if you have the objective, you're going to be able to take down their tickets at pretty much double speed and try and get the victory. As you see this gameplay, actually, I think I joined a little bit late here, and our team was losing pretty heavy, but we came back and absolutely smoked them after that, because we took superiority, took the objective, and then we're just annihilating them down. Once you have kind of control of that, it's hard to really take the advantage back. And what I kind of have done in the past is I'll go around on one of the far exterior corners, or, you know, on the far outside perimeter type, where you see this guy is. Didn't really work out for him because he was just camping kind of there. But if you come around on the flank of them, take them out, kind of get into their base, it is risky because there might be a guy javelin doing something like that, or they might see you, and then you can get easily triple teamed. But a lot of people don't really see it coming, especially, you know, anything flank in this. If you play in Metro, I'm sure you guys know this, if you know you come up on the flank of like 6 guys, a lot of them won't turn around. They won't even realize that you're there. People are getting better about it now that the game's been out for a while, but that definitely, the flanks, regardless of what you're playing, whether it be tank superiority or even man-to-man combat, it is always crucial. So, I like that aspect, that there's one objective, it's not a few of them. Everybody's central location, you know, it's kind of a tight vicinity where all the tanks are going. And I love the long range, like trying to snipe with the tank, and the accuracy and the movement that it has. It's kind of unique. It's not like you're playing, you know, it's kind of different from that aspect where you can move in anywhere. If you were just a first-person shooter, just the guy running on the ground, gun battle, you have a lot more health. So it makes a lot of different aspects. And, you know, the fact that, you know, if you double team or triple team people, it makes it way more effective for taking them down quickly. Now, that being said, I also like the fact that they have tanks for everybody. I think, like I said, there's about 7 to 8 tanks in general, just in total, on each team, and there is a maximum of 12 to 12 players, so I think that's pretty well balanced. You know, they can't have a tank for everybody because that would just kind of get ridiculous, but they have a really large amount where it's even, and everything is pretty it flows pretty well. And another thing is that the respawn timer in the tank isn't instantaneous. If you've died and gone back to the spawn, it takes probably about 30 seconds, maybe shorter, for the tanks to respawn. And depending if it's the main tank, it might take a little longer. I'm not sure in the exact times, but it's definitely not instantaneous, which is something that's good because if you take out a few tanks, it gives you the opportunity to kind of get a step up, an advantage, and really get over to the conquest type flag, capture that, and get the advantage there. So I'm really enjoying this game type. Be sure to let me know what you guys think in the comments below. That's kind of my review. I'm enjoying it, hopefully seeing more. I'm going to do some more Battlefield 3 content soon, so stick around for that. This is StoneMountain64 signing out. See you next time, guys.